guys. Today I just want to kind of share my experience so that I can help other people that are having to take the Nclex in the future. I took the Nclex twice. The first time that I took it on June 15th, 2018. And I actually failed the first time. So I had to take it again, and I just took it on August 2nd, 2018, and I passed. So this is going to be kind of like what I did the first time versus what I did the second time, my advice, so that maybe other people that have failed in the past or they're even going into taking the NCLEX the first time, just some tips so that I can help other people out there so that they don't have to go through what I went through and they can just do it right the first time. So let's get started. The first time that I studied, I didn't really know what to expect at all. I was scared of the NCLEX, very, very, very scared. It's a big exam. Your whole future is riding on this test. So I wanted to get it right. I didn't really know how to, though. My books and stuff that I used are right down here. So if you see me reaching, that's what I'm going to be doing. So the first time around, I just used Saunders. So this book. I did some questions out of it. I did not take any notes. I didn't really cover any material. I just did questions. And if I did write down anything, it was more like lab values. So I did write down the lab values. Otherwise, I thought that I was prepared enough, So I went in, and of course they have to scan your palms, take a picture of you. They want to pat you down. They want to make sure you don't have anything that you're going to use to cheat. So that made me extremely nervous. So just going into it, my nerves were sky high. So I took it, and I took the maximum 205 questions. I did take the Nclex PN, so the maximum of 205 questions I took, and I was there for 4 hours straight. I left it feeling like I was defeated. I don't know. I was an anxiety mess. So I found out 48 hours later with quick results that I did in fact failed. Okay, so after I found out I failed, I was heartbroken. I don't wish that on anyone. It's just discouraging. It's very, very, very discouraging. I was second guessing if I was even supposed to be a nurse at that point. So I did take a week off for mental health. I just wanted to let my brain relax. I wanted to give myself some time. So I did take a week off. Right after that week went by, I told myself it's time to get right back in it. I'm going to pass the second time around. So I need to change what I did, and I need to learn from that. So the second time around, after that week went by, I purchased UWorld. UWorld is an online website that you can purchase different subscriptions. I purchased the cheapest one, so it was $100, and you got a total of 1,500 questions that you can do. It didn't come with any self-assessments. You can do a $150 one, and you can get one self-assessment, and if you pay higher, you can obviously get more self-assessments. Self-assessment is just basically like a practice NCLEX. It's going to tell you how ready you are to take the NCLEX. I felt as if I didn't need that necessarily because I already got a taste of what the NCLEX was all about. I already took it once. I kind of knew what to expect, so I didn't bother getting that. I just got strict 1,500 questions. So I went and I started doing that. I started doing the questions, and every single question that I did, I would write down in my notebook. This was kind of like my Bible. This has, I don't know if you guys can see, but it has like endless amount of notes in it and printouts. So any rationales that I didn't know, I would write down in this notebook, and I would go over them every single night. I probably did around I want to say 100 to 150 questions a night. I really pushed myself to the limit with that. I would do it with some light music playing and a quiet place so that I could really focus. Also, another nurse that I know recommended the Lippincott Nclex book. This also has amazing study questions in it. It's just completely filled with study questions. So I did use this. This one comes with a CD, so you can do practice questions on your computer as well if you like that better. So this is the 8th edition. It's not the newest one, but it works just the same. So that's basically what I used. If I could say one thing that helped me the most at passing, it would be UWorld. UWorld. It is your lifeline at that point. I recommend UWorld to anybody. I was probably like a B student in nursing school. I wasn't anywhere near being as straight A's. I had difficulties. I failed the NCLEX the first time. So, obviously I was struggling. I did UWorld, and I'm not even kidding. I felt so prepared. So prepared. UWorld gives you a percentage at the end of each set of questions. You can do anywhere from a minimum of 1 question to the max of 85. I suggest doing them in like 20 question sections. That way you're not like doing a bunch and not like understanding what you're doing. I started with like 40s, and by the time I was ready to take my NCLEX, I was at a 75th percentile rating. So that just shows my progress. I recommend that to everyone. I can't even talk. Okay. So let's fast forward to August 2nd. I got up, I scheduled my exam for 8 a.m. in the morning, and I wanted to go into it this time being less nervous. I knew that I needed to be calm this time. I knew what to expect, so that was a plus. Just set yourself up for success. If you need gas, get gas the night before. Set out your clothes the night before if you need to. Make sure you're eating a light breakfast so you don't upset your stomach too much. Just go in there believing in yourself. That is my best advice. Don't go in there being like, oh my gosh, I hope I pass. No, go into it being like, I'm going to be a nurse today. I'm going to walk out of this building being a nurse. That's the mindset that you have to have. My computer shut off at 85 questions this time. So the first time when I failed, it was 205 questions. I was there for 4 hours. The second time I went in, I was there for an hour and a half. I only took 85 questions. So I felt better leaving. I didn't feel defeated this time. I felt like, okay, I did the best that I could. So, that's my advice. It was very different the first time versus the second time. You just have to find your study habits. How do you learn best? Is it just by reading? Is it by taking notes like I did? Is it by just doing study questions? Is it by memorizing material? You have to find your best way of studying, but you need to put in the time. You need to put in a lot of effort and just believe in yourself. I personally, I'm not an overly religious person, but I pray to God faithfully every single day, multiple times a day. I put a lot of faith in God, and I feel like that definitely helped. Like, God carried me through, and that's another advice too, just pray. So that's some advice. I hope that it helps people that are out there that want to take the NCLEX and don't know where to start, or people that are like me that failed the first time and you just want to pass the second time. So I just want to help people. That's all I have to say. Good luck to future nurses out there, and you can do it. All right.